What's up? This is Blaze the movie fan, and it was only a matter of time before I commented on Chris Stuckmann. Yes, this is yet another commentary on someone I like. Chris Stuckmann is my third most favorite movie reviewer on the internet, with German Jazz being my second most favorite and the Nostalgia Critic being my favorite. And this isn't the first time I make a video about Chris Stuckmann. I made 2 list videos about him, and I also recommended one of his videos in one of my reviews. And now it's time to do a commentary on the guy. Now, he did a Hilariocity review of his Indiana Jones movies. And I have a lot to say about said video, that's why I made this commentary. So, anyway, without further ado, let's dive in.
Welcome to a very unique and special Hilariocity. I've wanted to make this video for quite some time, and I just couldn't quite figure out the right time to do it. But since Indiana Jones 5 has been officially announced by Steven Spielberg, starring Harrison Ford, now's the perfect time to rip myself a new asshole.
Since I don't have enough to say to make a separate video on this, I might as well tell you what I think of this news in this commentary. Personally, I think that's fucking awesome. I'd love to see more Indiana Jones movies, but I hope that it will be at least better than that piece of shit Indiana Jones the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And here's some interesting trivia for you. There is one thing that me and Chris Stuckmann have in common. We both used to love that movie, but now hate it. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, we were also really dumb. We did really dumb things, like dangerous stunts that we should have never tried to attempt, with no help and no supervision and no professionals. I'm actually surprised we're still here, to be completely honest. We were very reckless.
To be honest, I wouldn't exactly say that doing dangerous stuff without professionals is dumb. Reckless maybe, but not dumb. In fact, I would say that you guys were very fucking brave, since you were willing to risk your lives to make a good movie. It doesn't prove that you were dumb, it proves that you were very fucking passionate about movies and wanted to make the movie as good as you could. And you wanted to make the movie look as convincing as possible. There's nothing particularly wrong with that. In fact, I am proud of you.
The main villain of the movie is played by a friend of mine who doesn't really want his likeness shown in videos. He's been clear to me about that in the past, and that's cool, so to respect him, I'm not going to show his face in this video.
So that must be the reason why you're not uploading this movie in all entirety. That's cool, that is a damn good reason to not upload the entire Indiana Jones movies you made in the past. But there is still a lot I gotta say about that, which I will be talking about later on in this commentary.
And the finale of this movie is where I was just really dumb. I don't know what I was thinking, but we did it and I somehow survived. We have all these crazy stunts involving this truck. I dive out of the way before the truck hits me. There was a fair amount of distance there, but it's later when I get on top of the truck and then start hanging on the front of it while my friend is driving through the woods, and I was just realizing to myself watching this, what the hell was I thinking? There was like no supervision. We just were like, do it.
Well, from what I see, you wanted to make this look as intense as possible. It was risky, yes, but I wouldn't exactly say it's dumb. Also, Chris, I do enjoy this Hilariocity review overall, but there is one problem that I have to point out in this commentary. Throughout this Hilariocity review, you keep saying how horrible your movies were. The reason why I have a problem with you saying that is because you should be more fucking positive about the movies you made. Because from the clip that I see in this review, it looks fucking awesome. I mean, it looks a lot better than anything I can ever do. So be fucking proud, man. When you say your Indiana Jones movies were horrible, are you saying that they are horrible in comparison with mainstream movies? If so, I gotta say this. It's very unfair to compare yourself to movies that have a whole fucking team of people helping out. So anyway, my point is, be very fucking proud of the movies you made. Don't think negatively about them.
This one opens with this train track fight sequence, and we always had to wait for the train to come back because it would pass us really quickly, and then we would have to restart another angle as soon as the next train came to keep the illusion that a train was passing by, because we couldn't get every shot, obviously, with one train. So we had to actually sit around all day and continue to wait for trains to come by so that we could finish the train fight. Oh my god. And we're not even really supposed to be there. My dad used to work on the railroad back in the day. He was actually a train conductor. And when he watched that, he said, that's kind of illegal. You're not actually supposed to be on the tracks. And I was like, oh, well, we got a train in the movie, Dad. Production value. The train. They can't stop the train just because we're not supposed to be there, so film it.
So you were willing to break the law by recording somewhere you weren't allowed to record to make a movie. I gotta admit, that was pretty naive of you. I wouldn't say it's dumb, but it is pretty naive. What you should have done was to either ask for permission beforehand or buy permission to film there. If you did either of those two things, I don't think there would be any problem whatsoever. I mean, hell, it would lead you into less trouble.
Now here we get to the dumbest thing we did by far. I got dragged behind a car, got dragged behind a truck, got thrown into a river. This is by far the dumbest thing we did. We had actual, real machetes, and we did sword fights with them. These are not fake machetes, and one of them is rusty and jagged, and I did actually get cut on my knuckle.
And here I'm gonna have to disagree with you yet again. I don't think using real machetes was dumb of you. I mean, you wanted the movie to look as real and convincing as possible, right? That's exactly what good filmmakers are supposed to do. And the fact that you had access to real machetes is fucking awesome. Because for me at least, they aren't that easy to come by.
And those are my Indiana Jones films I made when I was a kid. They are not good, but I look at them with joy. You know why? Because we finished them. We worked on them and we finished them. My friends and I got together over a total of 9 months to make those movies. We worked on the writing. We tried. We actually really tried. And so for that reason, I do feel pride.
Now, Chris Stuckmann, I have a special request for you. Could you do me a favor and upload your old Indiana Jones movies on YouTube? I know you showed some clips of those movies in this video, but I want to see the entire movies. I guess the reason why I didn't really do it is because you're worried that your friend who wants to keep his privacy would get pissed at you for doing that. Well, there is an easy solution to that I can think of. In the movie, Either use a black bar or blur his face. I mean, hell, blurring his face is exactly what you did in one of the clips you were showing me in this video. So I don't see why you couldn't do that if you uploaded those Indiana Jones movies you made in all of their entirety.
We've made a lot more just besides these, and maybe one day I'll talk to you about my feature-length film, The Woods, that I made when I was, I believe, 16. I want to say 16. That one was 84 minutes long, and maybe when I hit 1 million.
Yes, I would love to see that, except I'd rather see the movie itself rather than you talking about it and seeing a few clips from the movie like I saw here with that Indiana Jones Hilariocity review. Now it's time for my overall thoughts. Now this Hilariocity was very interesting. It was a Hilariocity of his own movies. And from the clips that he showed me, they look fucking awesome. And I want to see them in their entirety so bad. But it is very unlikely that I will be able to. But I can dream, damn it. Anyway, that's all I've got to say, people. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.